guys, what's up? My name's Alicia if you're new here. I hope you will stick around and subscribe. In today's video, I am on day 4 of Unearthly Cosmetics week. So every day of the week, I'm trying a Unearthly Cosmetics palette, and I'm either doing the tutorial on camera or I'm just walking you through what I did. I'm kind of doing it different ways just in case people like different things. But the palette today is the All I Ever Wanted palette. Now, this one is a palette full of duochromes and shimmers, so if you're not interested in that, you're not going to like this palette. This one retails for $85. It is a pricier one. However, I imagine those duochromes are a lot more pricey to make. So let's go ahead and get into what this palette actually looks like here. It is absolutely beautiful. I love this palette so much. As you can tell, there are 20 different shades in here, and I'm going to go ahead and give you some swatches. So this is that palette all swatched out. I hope that it is picking up on camera. As stunning as these are, you could see how great these all swatched. This is actually the one that I have on my lid right here. Oh my god, though, they are all so stunning, and just depending on what way the light hits these, they will shift different shades. So I think this one is so cool. Let's go ahead and get into the eye look. All right, guys, I've got you pulled in pretty close so you can see what I'm doing here. And I'm going to start off actually with a palette that I used yesterday. This is the 1964 palette. And as you can tell, it did stain my eyelids just a little bit. So mainly yesterday, I used these two shades and it did stain. After a day or two, it goes away. I'm not worried about it. It's common with eyeshadows that are like around this color, so I'm fine with it. I am going to use this palette though for some crease shades today, so I think I'm going to go into these two shades. All right, so first off, I'm going in with a big blending brush, and I'm going to go into that 1313 shade. Now, something I do want to mention with these Unearthly Cosmetics palettes, there is like zero kick up with these matte shades. They are so freaking creamy. So the pans are huge and there's no kick up. It is all product that you can use. As I mentioned, they blend so seamlessly. I love these mattes. Next up, I'm going to go into that werewolf shade, and I just want to really deepen this crease up, and I also want to add a little bit of definition to the outer corner. So I'm packing it in that outer corner over there, and then I am going to sweep whatever is left throughout my crease here. And as you can tell, it's a little bit lower than that first shade that we used. I'm really putting this like right where my eyeball ends, so like directly into the socket. All right, and I am bringing this all the way in, and I'm bringing it down a little bit on that inner corner. Again, I just want some background definition because for the majority of my lid, I'm going to have a really pretty shimmer going on. So I just want a little something in the background. Nothing additional on the first blending brush I used, and I'm just going to kind of sweep over these two shades, just kind of marrying those together. It doesn't need a lot of help. These, like I said, blend so nicely together. Now, the star of the show today, this is the All I Ever Wanted palette. Now, this is a more pricey one. However, every shade in this palette is like a duochrome. It is a shimmer. It is a great companion palette. That's why I pulled in another palette for some matte crease work, but all of these shades are so beautiful. This palette retails for $85. This is the first version. There is a volume 2, and I do want to pick that one up. Oh, but man, this one is so pretty, and these are some very shifty shades. Now, when I first looked at this palette, I knew immediately the first color I wanted to use was going to be one of these two. I also love this shade right here. This Sphinx shade is actually in the Lure palette. I was trying to remember what name. And then Frolic, that is in, I think it's in Fairy Frolic. So I do have a little bit of duplication here. However, I don't mind it, guys. These colors are so beautiful. But today, I think I'm going to use this Alien Princess shade. I can't resist it. So we're going to go in with this one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. I barely tapped into that, guys. Wow. It's stunning. I love this shade. It is, I don't even think the camera is picking it up and doing it justice. In person, it is so stunning. So stunning. The way the light catches these reflex, and like I said, I barely picked up anything on my finger there. So, all right, I'm going to go back in with a tiny little blending brush, and I'm going to go back into that Werewolf shade. And just like directly in this crease, just in case we got any sparkles in there, I'm going to run this right along the edges, just to deepen that back up. And that's it, guys. I am not doing anything else with this. I think that is enough, and whenever I have all of my makeup done, I think it's really going to come together. So I'm going to pop off of here, do the other eye and the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so this is the completed makeup look. And as you saw, I only used one shade from this All I Ever Wanted palette in this look. However, it is clearly the star of the show, this Alien Princess shade right here. I knew that that was like probably the first one I was going to use, and I'm so happy that it was. I love it. Look at how it catches the light. I think it is just really something special. Really, all the shades in this palette, I think they are stunning. It is a pricier one, but I don't have anything else like this in my collection, and I feel like it really does add to my collection. So I do want to run you through what I did on the lower lash line, just in case you're interested. I just went into this 1964 palette again, and I used this all over the lower lash line. This really to like halfway, sponged that out on top of that purple, and then I put that white on the inner corner. I really love that white. I mentioned that yesterday. It's a really, really nice matte white shade. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed so you can catch the rest of this week's videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.